Welcome back, guys. As you know, every style begins with tracing the basic bodice block. So if you don't know how to make one and you've not seen my tutorial on the bodice block, what are you even doing? Seriously, go watch it and then come back here. So before we begin the first step, I'm going to add my button stand. I'm using 1 centimeter, so you can use 2 cm. And then I'm going to determine where I want my button to begin. So my first button, I'm just going to mark it here. Now let's move to step 1. Is taking the front neckline up by 0.5 cm. You just mark 0.5 centimeters up here. That's my 0.5 centimeter mark. Remember, every measurement I say out loud is what you use. I will use something different because this block is small. We're going to call this point number 1. Next point is 2. We're going to call the tip of the shoulder, so right here, point 2. And then to get point 3, we're going to be extending this line. So just place your ruler and extend the shoulder line like that. To get point 3, we're going to be marking it along this line, and we're going to be going from point 2 to 3. The measurement is 2 cm. So we're going to measure 2 cm from point 2 towards your right hand side on this line. That will give us point 3. So now we have 1, 2, and 3. Before we go any further, I'm going to use my marker on this line just so it's clearer for you to see. Okay, so now we need to get point 4. Point 4 will be our break point. The break point of a jacket is the part of the jacket where the lapel starts to fold. So you determine how low you want yours. Typically on a jacket, it's the part where the first button sits. So it means my break point is going to be here, and that will be point 4. So remember, this was my buttonhole, my first buttonhole. I'm going to make here point 4. So point 4 is on the button stand. Now we have points 1 to 4 in place. It means the next point is point 5. We're going to be getting that along the break point, so along the break line. So connect point 4 to 3 using dotted lines. We're just going to extend that line past 3 a little. So I'm going to be doing mine now, just placing my ruler 3 to 4, drawing my dotted lines. I'm going to extend this line past point 3. To get point 5, we're going to be introducing the back bodice block. So take your back block and get the measurement of this neckline. I'm just going to show you how I do mine now. Measure it. Just place your tape, bend it to mimic the shape of the neckline, and then start from the tip of the neck and just until the center front here. For mine, it's 4.8 cm. Once you get the measurement of your back neckline, add 1 cm to that measurement. So my measurement is the neckline plus 1 cm, and that's my 4.8. So now I'm going to take my ruler and get that 4.8 cm point, which is here. So this means that this is my 0.5. Now let's move to 6. So to get 6, we're going to be going towards the left. 5 to 6 is 2 cm. So take your ruler and measure 2 cm from 5 to 6. And just make a little mark, just to know where 2 cm falls. But to get the right place where 6 is going to sit, you need to use the same measurement you got here. So whatever 3.3 to 5 is, so whatever measurement you have as 3 to 5, take that same measurement as 3 to 6. What that means is, for this point I have 4.8. I'm just going to tilt my ruler rather and measure 4.8. But make sure it doesn't extend past that 2 cm point. Once I'm sure 3 to 6 is the same measurement as 3 to 5, I'm going to draw my dotted lines now. You can now label this 6 because we know it's correct. The next point we need is 7. To get 7, just rule a line across these 2 points, so points 5 and 6. The line is slant. Now that our line is in place, we're going to be going to point 7. 7 is towards the left. 6 to 7 is 3 cm. So place your ruler and measure 3 cm along that line and mark that point 7. And then the next point is 8. 6 to 8 is 5 centimeters. So place your ruler at 6 and measure 5 centimeters towards your right. For me, this is my point 8. So now we have point 1 all the way to 8. To get point 9, just place your ruler at point 1. So where you have point 1, place your ruler right there and draw a straight line across. Okay, this line is faint because I'm not going to be using it. Maybe I should just make it darker so you can see. Okay, so now that that's in place, just at this point where the neckline starts to curve, measure upwards to that point 1.5 cm. So starting from this line we've drawn, go up by 1.5 cm. That's my point 9 right there. I'm just going to mark that 9. And that's it basically done, guys. I know it doesn't look like a collar, but we're going to make it look like one now. So what do? We connect point 7 to point 9. So draw a straight line to point 9, and then from point 9, you draw a line to touch point 1. Remember, the blue marker is the color we're working with. Forget everything else. Okay. Next, we're going to connect points 5, 6, 7, and 8. So just draw a straight line across those points. So now that we've connected from here all the way to the bottom of the neck, all that's left is to connect this part to point 1. I'm going to bring a line down here and take it to 1. This line is not going to be a straight line. So the curve shouldn't be anything dramatic. It just shouldn't be a straight line. So I'm going to try with my pencil first and see if I'm okay with it. And then I'm going to connect this back to point 1. So as you can see, it's not a straight line, it's slanted. I think I'm okay, I'm happy with this shape, so I'm going to make it darker for you to see. This part is what's going to form the notch when it's sewn. So that's the top part done, and I'm now going to create the shape of my lapel. Now this part is up to you. You can determine how wide you want your lapel to be, but so I'm just going to do what I feel I'm comfortable with. So basically we're going to draw a line down. So place your ruler parallel to this line from 9 to 1 and draw a line. Okay, I'm just going to go slightly past this point, so I'll stop here. And then I'm going to connect this point back to 4, but I'm not going to make it a straight line. So I want it to be a little bit curvy. So that's it done. I'm happy with the way it's turned out so far, so I'm just making it darker for you to see. So that's the pattern done. Just in case you don't know how to cut it, we're going to be separating this piece, so this part from this area. This is the collar and this is the body of the jacket. So you're going to be cutting it here downward as one piece and the rest of this as a separate piece. You can choose to do that, or you can just choose to trace them out separately. So that's the pattern cut out, the jacket and the collar. Let me know if you want a sewing tutorial. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye.